Most people think of sales as a bad thing. Sales is a great thing because when we sell people, we can serve people. If you can't sell people, you can't serve people. When the reality is people don't care about these things. People care about outcomes. If you want to convert at a higher rate on your sales presentation, sell outcomes. Ever wonder why your offer isn't selling? Are you someone who's out here, you're hustling, you're on Instagram, you're posting all day, but you're not making the money that you feel you deserve your money? Well, my name is Darius Benders, and I help entrepreneurs start, grow, and scale their business by means of leveraging credit. Today, I'm going to show you how I helped one of my students go from making 6 figures in a year to 6 figures in a day. Before I get into it, I know some of you are like, how the hell is it possible for someone to make 6 figures a day? So I'm going to break down the 3-step process that I've made multi-million dollars with, and that I've now helped over 5 people make 7 figures in a year. 2 people make 100K in a day. Breaking that thing down. All right. So the first step is having a irresistible high ticket offer. All right. An irresistible offer is an offer that's so good that it makes people feel dumb saying no. Well, how do we create some of these, right? I want you all to think of these things. One is going to be time leverage. The most expensive thing in life we have is time, right? Most people think it's money, but it's time. So that's the first step. The second thing is, does this offer make it easier for someone to get where they are to where they want to be? For example, if you have something that you've done, if you have something you've accomplished, can you help duplicate that process for other people? For this student particularly, he helped people get access to funding, and he also helped people with digital products, meaning make money not just on your feet, but actually in your sleep. So what he did was I helped him put together his offer, fine tune his offer. How do I get people to where they want to get to faster? How do I help people duplicate this so they can start making money? We put it together. And then the reason I always teach people to go high ticket is because high ticket is going to bring you a lot of value. First off, high ticket is going to help you get higher premium clients. What I mean by that is transparently, cheap prices attract cheap people. Cheap people come with cheap problems. What I realize in this world is the more people pay you, the more they pay attention, right? People who pay, they pay attention. People who pay more attention. So when you are trying to price your stuff low, $200, $1,000, the only thing you're doing is you're telling people that I'm not the best at what I do. The second thing I taught this student was we have to go from selling one-to-one to selling one-to-many. Why? Most people cannot scale their business because it's too many phone calls. What I teach people is how to sell one-to-many. It's much more scalable, much more effective, and it helps you to be able to make more money and help more people. Well, why, Darius? Well, when we sell one-to-many, what we do is we create an environment that helps people feel like buying, right? We're able to do all of the things that we would do over 20, 30 book calls in 1 hour. All he has to do is show up one time a week for an hour and a half and do multiple things. Some of the things you want to cover when you're selling one-to-many to be able to convert. First thing is you want to build trust. We want to build trust by letting people know who we are, by showing something called social proof. Social proof can come in a number of ways. Testimonials from you, testimonials from students or clients, all right, whether they're screenshots, videos, people getting closer to the goal. All right, this is social proof. Next thing you want to do is you want to actually give some value. All right, giving value could mean giving away some free game, some resources, some websites, something that helps people get closer to the result. For example, if you're teaching taxes, maybe you give them a tax code that they could immediately go and it would help them save some money. Whatever it may be, you want to help people, because the best way to show people that you're good at what you say you're good at is by actually helping them. All right. So that's the second thing. Another thing you want to cover during a webinar or a workshop or a masterclass or a challenge, whatever it may be, is you want to make sure you provide evidence. People cannot argue with evidence. What are some ways that you can provide evidence? You can provide evidence through things like statistics. If 82% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years due to lack of capital, that's a statistic that proves my point being the best point, that business funding is the way to go. That's one way. The second way that you want to be able to provide evidence is through something called third-party proof. That means what are other companies or other things that prove your point? For example, Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, he leveraged credit himself to be able to go out and acquire Twitter. So why, if he can and he's already wealthy, why would you not? You see how this just proves my point further? And what we do is we create something called conviction for our clients or for our leads to be able to convert them into clients, because now they know not only do we know what we're talking about, not only do we have social proof, but we've also provided evidence. You cannot argue with evidence. All right. So if you master these 3 things, these will help you with selling one-to-many. Then what we have is called a pitch. This is where you sell your offer. Most people go wrong is they sell things. Oh, 5 hours of modules, 9 weeks of calls. When the reality is people don't care about these things. People care about outcomes. If you want to convert at a higher rate on your sales presentation, sell outcomes. I'm going to show you how to access $100,000 so you can do what? So you can buy back your time, so you can create financial freedom, so you can have more time with your kids, so you can go on vacation and not have to worry about your boss telling you when you get back you're fired. You see the difference? Instead of me saying, hey, I'm going to do 9 weeks of coaching sessions where I'm going to walk you through step by step. People don't care about that. People don't actually want to do that. What you're doing is you're actually scaring away a buyer, because all you've done is you've told them how hard and how long it's going to be for them to get the result. If we sell people on the outcome, that makes it easier for them to envision themselves in that position.